We are also have been asked to meet a group of South African Jews who are supportive or who support the struggle of the people of Palestine. We are going to meet them as well, as we are meeting the various organizations represented here at also government level who support the people of Palestine.
This is the journey to One Africa.
We have been taking both as the ANC as well as government to deal with the situation of unfolding in Gaza, in the Middle East, and also to reiterate our solidarity with the people of Palestine, both as government as well as the African National Congress. And we do this not out of political adventurism. For us, this is a matter of principle. Principle that is born out of our own experience as the people of South Africa who struggled against an oppressive apartheid system. A system that looked upon the majority of South Africans as being worthy of much lesser rights than the white people who were in control of the country. We waged a valiant struggle led by the African National Congress, and we triumphed against apartheid. As we have looked at the sufferings of the Palestinians, we have seen similar features of what the Palestinians are going through as what we as South Africans went through. And for that reason, that is why we have said that what is unfolding in Gaza is a genocidal onslaught and slaughter of the people of Palestine. That the world can stand by and countenance the collective punishment that is being meted out against a people where more than 20,000 people have been killed through bombings, through shell attacks from tanks, and all that is something that we should all be appalled about. That children and women are being killed in the cruel manner that we are seeing is something that should concern us all. And that is why the African National Congress, and indeed our government, have taken a stand to speak out against what is happening there. And we've also said that we do also speak out against what happened on the 7th of October, because women and children were also killed. So our position should be seen as being very clear, that we do speak out against what we believe is unjust. But what is unfolding now in Gaza is beyond being unjust. It is genocidal, and that is why we are dubbing it as a genocide against a people and a collective punishment against innocent people. And it is for this reason that we have called for a ceasefire. And we even go on to say it must be beyond calling for a humanitarian ceasefire. It must be a complete ceasefire. The slaughter of people in Gaza must stop. And it has also moved on to the West Bank. That must stop, and that war must be brought to an end, as to allow negotiations to take place. We've always called for peaceful resolutions of conflict, and this is one of them, where we say there needs to be a stop so that negotiations should ensue. People around the world are responding with horror and shock to what they see unfolding in that part of the world. And we say this should stop now to enable discussions to happen. And yes, the hostages must be released, and so must the prisoners who are also being held in Israeli prisons also be released, to create a conducive environment for peaceful discussions and negotiations to ensue. We as South Africa have been sending humanitarian assistance, and we will continue to do so in the form of food, in the form of medical assistance. The gift of the givers has proven to be a very good agent in this regard, and our assistance is channeled directly as well as through the gift of the givers, which is a trusted South African organization. But even they are having trouble and difficulties in sending through the assistance that we have offered. We have withdrawn our diplomats from Israel, and we have said that they should come back for consultations, and those consultations continue. As a government, we have also noted and seriously noted the resolution that was taken in our National Assembly, and that process of evaluating how we can proceed forward is now currently underway. We have attended a number of peace conferences and have spoken very clearly and strongly in those conferences. One of those that we attended was the Cairo Peace Summit, convened by Egypt, called by President al-Sisi, where we articulated a very clear position on our stance in support of the struggle of the people of Palestine, as well as calling for a ceasefire so that humanitarian assistance can go through. At the United Nations, South Africa's position has always been clear, and we voted correctly, and we have entered into those debates. And we will continue to engage with a number of countries on this matter, always calling for this ceasefire as well as for the humanitarian assistance to be given. So our position is very much aligned with the position of the organizations that are represented here. The various organizations that, like the Ulama Council, the Muslim Judicial Council, and a number of others, as well as the Palestinian solidarity groups. And we say very, very clearly, the struggle of the Palestinians we see as a struggle that we should support. And this we also act in line with what the father of our nation said, that South Africans will not be free until the Palestinians are also free. That to us is a very clear position. So this is not political adventurism, it is based on principle, and we would like to see the people of Palestinians being free and being able to exercise their own self-determination. And in this regard, we have supported a two-state solution as being the most viable solution that can lead to peace. And we call on peace-loving people around the world to support the cause of the Palestinians. They've been yearning for peace for well over 75 years. And we believe that ending this crisis now should be what we focus on in order to usher in a new era, an era of peace and an era of two states living side by side on a peaceful basis. So we really thank the leaders of these various organizations assembled here so that, one, the ANC can clarify its position, as well as speaking for government, but also that we want to continue working together so that we support the people of Palestine. So we are also have been asked to meet a group of South African Jews who are supportive or who support the struggle of the people of Palestine. We are going to meet them as well. As we are meeting the various organizations represented here at also government level who support the people of Palestine. We do this as a government so that we are able to be balanced in our approach. Obviously, we still base our own position, even as government, on principle, on an irrevocable support for the struggle of the people of Palestine. And we will continue to hear various views and various voices